Hey ladies and gents, we are back with Avorion and we are ready to breach the barrier. We have got all the artifacts. I did the videos on all the artifacts, where to find them, how to get them, and all that kind of stuff. To find the worm, or to find what the gate is going to be 8 asteroids. And you can see that they're spread in a circle here. To find it, pretty simple. You will find them right along the edge of the barrier. And they'll be in a unknown hidden mass. And you can see I've checked several of these spots. And they're not that unusual to find, that you just have to jump around. So I checked quite a few different places. I could not find one on my side of the barrier where I usually do most of my business. There was no gateway here. So I used a wormhole, jumped across the other side, and I found several of them. But they're usually in an, like I said, in an unknown hidden mass sector, right up against the edge of the barrier. So there's one possible, there's another possible one, there's another possible one. But right along the edge of the barrier, you'll find out a hidden mass sector where you will find 8 asteroids in a circle. Pretty easy to see that, right? When you jump into this sector, I use the energy signature suppressor. Why? Because you have to create 8 individual ships to do this. So with energy signature suppressor on, you don't have to worry about pirates and Zotan and all the other crap jumping in here while you're trying to set this up and having to fight and possibly getting one of these little ships blown up. Now what I mean by ships, essentially all this is a single block, just a single ship block, big enough to put a artifact in. For example, here's number 2. So just a single block will give you one slot big enough to put that in. You have to be within 1.5 kilometers of the asteroid to be able to activate it. Now each individual asteroid, if you click on it, this is number 2. You go over to this one, is number 3. So as long as you match up the artifacts with the right asteroid at under 1.5 kilometers, it will activate. And what I mean by activate is, see the little red blinky light out in front of the asteroid right there. If you have the artifact on the right asteroid in the right distance, that red light will come on. Now you can see over here, there is number 1. I have not activated number 1 yet, and you can see there's no red light. So we have all 7 up right now. All red lights are up. It's ready to go. So what we're going to do here is we're going to roll over here to the other side, and we're going to use this last ship as the number 1. So we're going to install, oh, it's in my other bay, or in my other, there's the 1 artifact. We're going to drag him over here so I can use him, and we're going to install him in the 4 slot. So when I get within 1.5 kilometers of number 1, we're going to get behind it so we can see it activate. It will turn the light on red, and it will activate. They will shoot laser beams to the center, and it will create a wormhole. Let's get more oriented to where we got to be here. There it is, 1.5 kilometers. Let's get up above it a little bit. So number 1, when we get close to number 1 at 1.5 kilometers, so we have the last artifact, and we are going to cruise up here to the asteroid, and there we go. And that's how it operates. So now the beams hit each other, and they've created a wormhole to cross the barrier. We'll take a gander at what it looks like. All it did was make this jump. So now we're going to be able to get into the center of the galaxy, inside the barrier, and start collecting some Avorion and beat the Center Guardian, win the game, and all that kind of stuff. Now it's just a matter of time of going around here and recollecting all of our artifacts from each one of the stations. Now you'll see some Zotan pop through here, which isn't a big deal. They come through the wormhole. Since I'm not in, I haven't fired any weapons or anything around them, they're not hostile. So with that said, I'm going to go around and collect all my artifacts off of these little ships here, destroy them, and then we're going to jump through the wormhole. In the next video, actually the next video is going to be about the economy or building the empire, how we got to this point where we're money-wise. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good night.